Anyone recognize him? Robert Pattinson. Recently he was in the news for something. Most handsome man in the world. 5 years in a row. So scientists have arrived at the golden ratio used to define facial features. This guy meets all those criteria. So the shape of his ear, the shape of his nose, his lips, in fact his lips are at 82%. The rest of his features are more than 90%. So this man is in the top 10 most handsome people in the world. Now here I'm introducing to you the concept of golden ratio, and I'm going to tie all this back with the energy and frequency point that I talked about. Golden ratio is that little curvature which keeps growing in size. It's basically a small spiral which keeps increasing in size. If you were to plot aspects of the golden ratio, you will get that sort of a diagram. So basically it's called a fractal, and you'll see it in the universe, you'll see it in plants. Now when you see it from the top, it will look like a spiral. Cut across, it will look like a vortex. They are both the same thing. The golden ratio is used for everything in nature to identify proportions and growth. Whenever any structure or form is shaped in golden ratio, what you will get is an implosion of energy, beauty, vitality, love, wealth. So a lot of famous brands have their logo designed in terms of the golden ratio. Now tell me, if I elevate myself in terms of golden ratio and I don't change, will it help me? So it's important to have golden ratio inside of me, and then it makes sense, and then I can have beauty and vitality and love and relationships and fulfillment. What's the point of wearing a ring or changing my name and I don't have it inside of me? Again, I'm not taking away from our ancient sciences which has specific meaning, but my objective is to help you create golden ratio, not create, discover inside of yourself, so you experience an implosion of energy and you just break through all those three rings which we very seriously spoke about. Everyone ready? Guess where the golden ratio is secretly hidden inside our DNA. This connects back to a very sacred shlok from the Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna tells Arjun that my energy is created from me and I fold back into myself again and again to create this self-sustaining mode of nature. So because golden ratio is encoded in terms of a structure in our DNA, we have an implosion of self-regulating energy which comes across like a field. That exact field is what we call aura, but we measure it differently and we can't see it breaking up like that. But the field is not only in one direction and the other. It's in every direction, back and front and left and right and diagonal. It's literally like a fountain of energy. This is the same energy, same field created out of a tree, an apple, a cell, the DNA, the galaxy and man. So where else is golden ratio seen? In the birth of child. The same structure is the basis of the solar system and the galaxy. Where else is golden ratio seen? In every form of nature. It's encoded. So just as I've put elevate myself stamp here for identification, guess where God has placed his stamp everywhere? In everything that you see. And therefore the second shlok comes, part of chapter 9 in the Bhagavad Gita, and the chapter pertains to confidential knowledge. He says that all of nature, this all, is nothing but a creation of my own energy which is self-sustaining. And in English, what is the logo? It is that spiral. I told you that it creates an implosion of energy. It creates a field around you. That field is what we call aura. This is the field of energy across the galaxies, our heart and Earth's heart, the exact same structure. Now this energy can be activated within your body through the spinal cord. When you do advanced breathing techniques, basically you're activating cerebrospinal fluid to move up your spine in terms of a vortex. What it does is it hits your brain, which through the ionic system creates a field around you. So even if your field of impact was low, you can magnify it within minutes and hours. If you understood the great mystery of the pyramid, it was designed in a certain way to create that same structure, a golden spiral structure, to activate scalar energy. So these secrets have been used across times and eras. by great civilizations, by modern societies and individuals. So people knew this as common knowledge at one point in time, but because it was long forgotten and people treated them as experience and didn't realize the full potential that can come out through this experience. So when I showed you the vortex of that energy rising and falling, basically I'm telling you, activate your own scalar energy which is hidden inside your DNA. You are already endowed with it, and Lord Krishna has declared this in the Bhagavad Gita. But he only says that it is revealed when the person is not deluded and willing to understand. So are we willing to activate scalar energy, which scientists have called self-regulating intelligent energy, which is the sustenance of all life forms? If Robert Pattinson can get beauty and all of life can have its life force, can we not use it to create wealth, relationships, health and fulfillment?